My entitled aunt ruins birthday, but will she face consequences? Oof, this one is a doozy. Get ready for a deep dive into a Reddit story that'll have you wondering about family, entitlement, and the crazy things people do. This one's about 15-year-old Meera and a birthday party that went very wrong.
Yeah, this story's got it all. We're talking family drama, entitlement, going viral. It's a lot.
So imagine this. It's Meera's little sister Priya's 11th birthday. They're having a party, cake, presents, the whole deal. Then Meera's aunt, Sheila, she's 42 and lives in California, shows up with her 7-year-old daughter, Emma. And, well, let's just say things go downhill from there.
Unexpected guests can be tricky, but Sheila takes it to a whole new level.
Oh, absolutely. Right off the bat, Sheila insists that Emma should be the one to cut Priya's cake because she's the youngest. Like, come on. Priya's 11, not a baby. Mira's mom, Nisha, who's 40, is trying to keep things calm, but you can already tell it's getting tense.
It's almost like Sheila's trying to hijack the whole party and make it all about her daughter.
Exactly. And then at dinner, it gets worse. Emma starts crying and demanding to be fed by Nisha. So Nisha, trying to be a good host, ends up feeding a 7-year-old while everyone else is trying to celebrate Priya's birthday.
It's wild how quickly Sheila's actions just take over the entire event.
And then the gifts. Priya gets a Barbie doll and a dollhouse from her parents, Nisha and Raj. She's 45. But before Priya can even play with them, Sheila tells her she has to share her chocolates with Emma. Meera even made those chocolates herself, especially for Priya.
The entitlement is off the charts. It's not even about sharing. It's about Sheila controlling everything and taking away from Priya's happiness on her own birthday.
Yeah, Priya shares some of the chocolates, but Emma keeps whining for more, and Sheila just keeps pushing it.
Zero empathy. She's completely ignoring how Priya's feeling.
And then, get this, Sheila tries to grab the Barbie doll right out of Priya's hands. When Priya starts crying, Sheila yells at her for being mean and not sharing.
Things are totally spiraling out of control. It even gets physical when Raj tries to step in.
Oh yeah, this is where it gets crazy. When Raj tries to stop her, Sheila kicks Priya's new dollhouse and puts a huge dent in it. Then she just storms off, leaving everyone in shock.
You just can't believe what you're hearing.
The family tries to salvage the party, but the mood is just gone. Later, Sheila comes back and accuses Meera and Priya of poisoning Emma, who's got a stomachache from, you guessed it, too much chocolate.
Blaming the birthday girl for her own daughter overeating. Unbelievable.
Right. Instead of taking Emma to the doctor, she causes a scene and blames Meera and Priya for everything. Of course, the doctor does get called, and surprise, surprise, Emma's fine. She just ate way too much candy. But Sheila's still fuming. She just keeps going on and on, calling Meera and Priya terrible names.
This is way beyond childish behavior. She can't take any responsibility for her actions or her daughter's.
Priya, totally heartbroken, ends up hiding in a room. Her birthday, which started so excitedly, is completely ruined.
It's just sad. How can someone be so blind to the pain they're causing? Especially to a kid on their birthday.
Weeks go by, and Meera, feeling frustrated and wanting to tell her side of the story, posts about the whole thing on Reddit.
Ah, the online twist. This is where it takes a whole new turn.
Oh, definitely. The post blows up, goes completely viral, and even though Meera doesn't name Sheila directly, Sheila somehow sees it and immediately calls Raj.
The internet.
Yeah.
Bringing people together and tearing them apart.
Sheila demands an apology from Raj and even threatens to sue. Raj, who doesn't really understand Reddit, is totally caught off guard.
It's classic, isn't it? Online actions having real-world consequences. But instead of thinking about how she acted, Sheila's worried about looking bad.
Exactly. Meera refuses to take down the post, which leads to a huge fight with Sheila. Sheila keeps insulting Meera and Priya, and finally, Raj has had enough. He tells Sheila never to contact them again and blocks her everywhere.
Wow. Cutting off his own sister? That's drastic.
I know, right? It shows how toxic and damaging Sheila's been. For Meera, it's a tough lesson that entitlement can really hurt people and wreck relationships.
So Sheila's gone full scorched earth, threatening lawsuits, the works. What happened online? Did people on Reddit support Meera?
Oh yeah, they totally did. The comments on Meera's posts were like super supportive. People share their own stories about entitled family members, and they were praising her for standing up for herself and Priya. It was like this outpouring of support from like internet strangers.
That's the thing about the internet, right? Finding people who get it, who've been there. But it also brings up this question of like online shaming. When is it okay? Is there a line?
Yeah, for sure. Meera didn't actually name Sheila, but it was pretty obvious who she was talking about. And then Sheila jumps in, demanding that Meera take the post down. Like she's trying to control things even online.
Totally. It goes back to that whole entitlement thing, how it spills over into the digital world. Sheila's used to getting her way, and when that doesn't happen online, she just reacts the same way, trying to control everything.
And it totally backfires. The more she tries to silence Meera, the more tension the story gets. It becomes this whole debate about, like, family dynamics, boundaries, and free speech online.
Which is fascinating because it takes this personal story and makes it into, like, a societal conversation. These are things we all deal with, right? Difficult family, what to share online, where the boundaries are.
Absolutely. This story becomes a focal point for all those anxieties.
It also makes you think about the long term. Raj cutting ties with his sister, that's huge. Is that permanent?
And what about Emma? She's only 7, caught in the middle. Will she even understand what happened?
Right. It's a reminder that even though Sheila's the one causing all this drama, everyone gets affected. Their whole family is changed forever.
Makes you wonder if they can ever fix things or if this is like the end.
That's the big question, isn't it? Can they come back from something this big?
And even if Sheila apologized, would it even matter?
Exactly. Apologies are one thing, but actually changing, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. I guess sometimes, even with family, you have to prioritize yourself and walk away from a relationship that's just toxic.
It's a tough lesson, but sometimes it's what you got to do. This story really shows that struggle, that pull between family and needing to protect yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about here, that's for sure.